It is December 2003, and you are in a conference room at the office building you own, watching a videotape. You are Charles Kushner. In August, you paid 2 private investigators $25,000 to get blackmail-worthy material on your brother-in-law. You need this for leverage. Your sister's been handing documents that show you've been evading taxes to the FBI. You can't reach her, so you go for her husband. It took 3 months, and you had to hire the woman personally, but it has worked. You know that because you are currently watching your sister's husband pumping away on a lady he thinks had car trouble, and you are pleased. But in May, you get indicted anyway, and you're furious. You want revenge at anyone within reach. So you have your investigator mail the tape to your sister just in time for a family gathering. You actually want to send it to her kids too, but the investigator talks you out of it. In 2004, you plead guilty to 18 counts, including retaliating against a witness and filing a false tax return. You are sentenced to a shocking 14 months. Just 14 months. Your accountant, your wife's brother, does 3 years. Jared, your son, is 24, in law school, and he flies to visit you most weekends. Soon, he's running your company. You do the last few months in a halfway house, and you're out by 2006. By 2026, you're the U.S. ambassador to Monaco. This is, wait a second, generational fraud. Welcome to Wait a Second. I'm Jason Concepcion. That's Tyler Parker, as always.
What's up?
And we're delighted to have back one of Vanity Fair's
Oh my goodness.
Cover boy.
spotlight feature,
Yeah.
the Ringer Midnight Boys. I want to shout out the writer whose name I forget.
Daniel Strauss.
Daniel Strauss. He reached out to me to be interviewed, but I
Did
just cold shouldered because you never know. Like, is this a hit piece? Like, I'm worried.
Right.
You know, you never know. If,
Got to be careful.
I gotta think like that.
What a good friend. He's like, you know what? I'm not just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case.
Yeah.
Jomi Adeniran, wonderful to have you back.
I'm happy to be back, and I'm also happy to be back with the real life Tyler Parker. This
No more cardboard.
no more cardboard.
I'm
I
alive.
miss, you
Back
know.
from the dead.
Folks, today it's LA Sports Day, and it's some topics very close to your heart. Let's start here. A year ago, Mark Walter, Guggenheim Partners and TWG Global, just 2 of his various ventures that within them, like a Russian nesting doll, contain many other concerns,
Something like that. Yeah.
bought a controlling interest in the Los Angeles Lakers. $10 billion valuation. Huge dollar figure. 10 bill. However-
Hailed as no more mom and pop shop for the Lakers. Big money coming in. You've seen what he's done with the Dodgers.
That's
We're
right.
going to start spending. We're going to start
Analytics.
flinging around.
Scouting.
Yes.
There's no cap on front office money.
That's
you know What I
right.
mean, you can spend stuff on structures, on buildings,
That's
and
right.
on people. Make it happen.
Yep.
Now, the aforementioned family business figures, namely Jeanie Buss, was going to stay on as governor under this structure. They struck a deal that she was going to stay on as governor for 5 years. And that's something the NBA, it's not a law or a rule, but the NBA likes stability from the governorship.
And it's sort of written into the deal that if the Buss family has over 17% of the Lakers, then she gets to 15. Sorry, she gets to remain the governor.
Right. And so she was going to remain the governor.
Put a pin in that.
Put
Yeah.
a pin in that.
Put a
We're going
pin
to
in
talk
that.
about that. However, in a shocking turn of events,
To say the least.
3 weeks after federal investigations into his companies were made public,
He has had a laptop and a phone seized.
Last
Off the
year-
plane, right? Off the
last
plane.
year, as he was leaving Chicago, apparently, which was not publicized at the time,
No.
Walter has announced he is, in under a year, selling the team. Here's what he said back in 2025 when he bought the LA Lakers franchise. The Los Angeles Lakers are one of the most iconic franchises in all of sports, defined by a history of excellence and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Few teams carry the legacy and global influence of the Lakers, and it is a privilege to work alongside Jeanie Buss as we maintain the excellence and set the standard for success in this new era, both on and off the court. Well, that's over because Mr. Walter is selling. And he is selling to a group headlined by Josh Kushner, a.k.a. the Good Kushner. You're thinking, Kushner? Hold on. You mean like Jared Kushner, our envoy to the Middle East, who is working tirelessly to bring this Middle East conflict between the U.S. and Iran to an end? And is also swindling, my characterization, the Albanians out of an island?
Sure. Yes. Has started a civil war, basically.
No, not, and is married to the president's daughter. Not that one. This is Josh with a history of Democratic donorship. He's been outspoken about his support of Democratic causes, says he never voted for the president.
Right.
And Bob Iger, former chairman of Disney, noted Clippers fan. Every time I've been to the Clippers games, I see him down there.
One of the only sort of celeb adjacent Clippers fans. It is like him, Adam Devine, Billy Crystal,
Frankie Muniz.
Frankie Muniz, big one.
Yes. Frankie Muniz,
that's not a you know what? That's not a bad Mount Rushmore.
No, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Billy Crystal back in the day, he's kind of switched up. Now, here's where it gets. Let's admit it. There's a little bit of a smell
Vince
around
Staples
this.
too. Apologies to Vince Staples.
Yeah, long time.
You got to shut up. Vince
big time, and big fan.
Now, here's the thing that's raising my eyebrows like a set of tent poles.
Sure,
pitching them up at a very high angle.
Right.
The timing of the sale, weeks after again the announcement of these investigations, along with, I think, a very fair perception that the current Department of Justice is not exactly independent and may, in fact, take its marching orders from the highest levels of the executive branch, alongside the fact that this asset is being sold to the Kushner family, the Good Kushner, but still, it raises questions.
Yeah.
Now, the White House has said flatly this has nothing to do with President Trump or the administration. He said Mark Walters is a friend. But it certainly does appear from a quick glance of the particulars that the Lakers are being strong-armed to a family that is related to the president, which is a fact, but is strong-armed a fact. Jomi, you are a longtime Laker fan.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How are you?
There have been better weeks.
Okay.
You can't even enjoy all this Clippers stuff we're going to talk about because you've got your own shit going on.
Not even close, man. It's supposed to be victory lap time. We're supposed to be out there. So I wake up.
Yes.
I check the phone. I see the Ramona Shelburne that was retweeted by Shams, right? And I see the Kushner name, and I go, I'm turning my phone back off. I'm going back to sleep. I mean, because you've been saying the Good Kushner this whole time, and I'm like,
it's a Good Kushner.
On
that's what
scale?
they say. But listen,
on
that's
what
what
scale
people.
Is a solid question.
On what scale?
Solid question.
I want to be clear that when I say the Good Kushner, consider there to be air quotes, finger quotes around that.
Yeah, right.
He has positioned himself as
and
this.
that part where you say air quotes, that will be taken out of this and put in front of whatever clip goes in this so that we have the context with the clip that he has said that we're doing with quotes.
He and his wife, Carly Kloss, have been, I think, pretty outspoken about the fact that they are left-leaning people, support progressive ideals, are not supporters of the president. That said, I think that the picture is also much muddier when you looked at just his business dealings. Much muddier than he would purport it to be, whatever the case.
But to be fair to you, I mean, you also said, like, the White House said that they had no involvement.
Sure.
And one thing we know about this White House is they will take credit for anything that they can.
That is true.
I think,
Right. And so the big thing, and this, like, again, all of LA sports is in trouble because of this. The Mark Walter thing is tough.
Yeah.
Because you buy the Lakers.
Owns the Dodgers.
Owns the Dodgers, right?
Already selling Chelsea. It has been announced.
Already Chelsea's gone. He is just, hey, Lakers, 12.5 million. You want it? Boom. Chelsea, you need some? Bet. The Dodgers have been in this era of unprecedented success ever since McCourt sold, right? For those of you who don't know, Frank McCourt owned the Dodgers. He and his wife got it. He bought the Dodgers with basically like no money.
No.
Right? So when he and his wife got a divorce and they had to split it up, there was no way either of them could pay for it. And so by the MLB hooked the Dodgers up essentially with, they don't have to share money from the TV rights deal because they were so broke. So when Guggenheim and Walters buy the Dodgers, they buy it with this enormous TV contract that they get to keep most of that money, which has, as you've seen over the last
I did not know this. So, that's wild.
That's why everybody's...
It's still that way, even though the Dodgers are no longer broke? It's just that way in perpetuity?
Right? So now you get the Shohei money. Like, that's why you could spend $1 billion on Shohei and Yamamoto in the same offseason.
It's also like...
I say all this wearing an Expos hat. I'm the biggest poser in the world.
I will also say, and maybe I'm against salary caps. That said, from a philosophical perspective, I agree that there are certain reasons that you would have to have one. Mm-hmm. That said, one of the reasons that they can have Shohei and all the other jewels in the crown is that they insanely backload these contracts.
Oh, yeah.
So where it's like
referrals,
the
whole thing.
Yes,
Shohei's getting paid $2 million this year to play, to be like an MVP level candidate.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense. While Kyle Tucker's making $60 million. Well, that's not what we're here to talk about.
That's not what we're here
we're talking about.
He's playing so well. I know that. I know he's really killing it for y'all, right?
Absolutely.
You love him, right?
Big fan of Kyle Tucker. But yeah, and so Mark Walter has like changed the Dodgers. They've become this perennial team looking for a three-peat this year.
Yes.
Just an incredible. And so if he's like, hey, I might have to skedaddle this. Like, this is not going to work for me. In order for me to beat the charge, I might have to sell the Dodgers. It's curtains, fellas. So it's over.
Here is what he is being investigated for. He is the CEO of Guggenheim Partners, this vast investment concern, and also TWG. TWG is like the holding company that contains all of his sports entities. Right. He is being investigated for buying insurance companies. And then, you buy an insurance company, the money generated by the insurance company is people pay premiums. So if you buy an insurance company, people are paying a premium every month or whatever, every 6 months. And he's being investigated for taking that money that people are paying and then routing it to his other businesses. Now, that's not illegal. What's illegal is you have to tell people you're doing that.
And we'll tell people the figure.
Yeah, you tell people the number. And it appears that he was really not telling people anywhere
to
near
the tune
the
of $16 billion.
He was taking a lot of money and just like shoveling it into other stuff to like for his investment vehicles, etc.
When I hear stuff like this, I'm like, is he not just? My back would give out from the stress. If you're thinking about this sort of stuff, I mean, he's blocking it all out. Take all this out.
I mean, you can even put like a little, little disclaimer in the contract or something, just like, hey man, we might use your $350 to go get Shohei some bread. Yeah. Like it could have been that simple. I don't know.
Now this was all apparently launched because of a whistleblower. So somebody on the inside was like, hey, I think that Mark is, and TWG is moving money around in a weird way. So that's how this started. But again, I do think the timing of it, because the seizure of the phone, this is like around the time that the Lakers sale was going through, and there was no hint of any kind of problem. Adam Silver, who I think has been on top of it with new owners.
He's the man. We have never seen a greater commissioner in sports.
Who's really been crushing it with new owners lately.
Killing it.
Didn't seem to have any concerns about a new owner of the marquee franchise in the NBA having his phone seized by the FBI.
Yeah, Silver, maybe go get those instincts.
Anyway.
Maybe go take a look at those instincts, Silver. You know?
I know.
I don't know if doctors can specialize in that sort of thing, but take a look.
So what do you think? Like, I think the Kushner piece is weird. Like, I will. Here's the things I'll be looking for.
Though apparently Iger and him, if you believe the reporting, Iger and him are boys and have been boys for a while. There was a mentorship situation initially. Right. Their wives introduced them to each other.
They're involved in this Thrive Capital concern, which was trying to land the potential expansion NBA team in Las Vegas. And if you believe the stories that have been written about this, they were sitting around being like, oh, I guess the Vegas thing is not going to happen anytime soon. I wonder if the Lakers are up for sale. And then Iger is quoted in the California Post as saying that something to the effect of he got word that maybe the Lakers would be in play.
I know exactly what happened. I was there. I can see it. He got word that he got a call. Hey, hold on, my phone. Hold on, my phone's ringing. Hold on. Hello? Oh, Mark, what's going on? The Lakers for sale? Oh, yeah. How about this? I can talk. I'll call you back. Hold on. That's how it went down. Why he lying to us?
Well, I like the there's some theorizing about who it could be. One of the theories, based on, as far as I know, nothing more than they sat in a box together recently, is that Adam Silver was the one who tipped off Iger.
Well, and that's another aspect of this too. Just speaking of Silver's, real sterling reputation he's got, he's crafted for himself right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was a guy. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Again, if you believe the reporting that's come out of this stuff, Iger and Silver are vacation buddies. They go on trips together and because they have a relationship dating back to obviously all the TV rights deals that
he's a known
Iger had to negotiate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plus, then they worked together very closely to make the bubble happen back whenever the bubble happened.
Yeah.
So there are all of these sort of existing ties that are there, but the idea that what we are being sold basically is kind of heard maybe the Lakers are for sale, and he owned the team 3 days later, basically. It's not a done deal as far as I know, but it certainly seems like hands have been shaken. And so to back up, here's the things I would look for if this is indeed some sort of conspiracy to get the Lakers to the Kushners at large, meaning Jared, our Middle East envoy, our current Middle East envoy and Albanian real estate mogul. One, this investigation just kind of quietly, just kind of peters out. Yes.
That, I think, is looking less likely with the sale of Chelsea, right? Which hasn't gone through yet. He's only owned it for 3 years or been the controlling shareholder for 3 years, but I think is looking less likely with that. And certainly we wait to see what happens with the Dodgers. Very concerning. And it's clear that Mr. Walter needs liquid cash. Second thing is, if Bob is sidelined somehow, and we learn that, because Bob is like, it's impossible to get a real figure on this because it's like the only source for how much money does Bob Iger have in the bank is like celebritynetworth.com,
right. Sure.
Which puts it at about 600 million. I can't imagine that Bob is like above a billy, but that's still a massive ways away from 12.
Yeah.
And so it seems to me that Bob is the point person, the person who's involved in this because the NBA is comfortable with him.
He's got these relationships.
Exactly. So you could see a world in which all of a sudden it's like Jared pops up and is like, hey, I actually own like a bunch of these shares. Forgot to mention that I'm in there.
That's my worry, but another part of my worry is where's Thrive getting this money from?
the Middle East. Some of it. Well, I mean, so the Walter, some of it is from the Middle East. Now, the NBA has a cap on international money. I believe it's 20%. So it's not like it's all Middle East money, but it's significantly Middle East money probably here. Thrive Capital, I mean, we could do we could do a forensic on it, but if you look at Mark Walter's original sale, he used one of the arms of the sovereign wealth fund of, I believe, Dubai to get to the 20%. So there is that.
Yeah.
You're you seem concerned. What are your biggest fears around this?
I mean, like the big one, I mean, people argue about sports washing all the time. And I think like there's not nothing to that, right? Because at the end of the day, like where are they getting their money from?
Right.
Right. And it's a lot of dark, heinous stuff, right?
Oh, I think it's absolutely worth talking about. And yeah.
And so now like we live in an era where you can't like just be a consumer. You can't just enjoy stuff. It has to be pure. It has to be gone by good means, you know?
Yeah, sure.
It's like, it has to be ethical, right? And when your team is funded by people who don't make their money ethically, now, and again, this is really silly, like, but at the end of the day, I gotta live my life being like, yeah, man, my team is funded by some Saudi princes, bruh. They have to make that money crazy, you know?
I have it here. It's
tough.
It's Mubadala Investment Company, which is an asset management arm of the sovereign nation of Abu Dhabi.
Sick.
So that is where 10 billion to 15 of the original influx of money into Walter's coffers came from.
Yeah.
And I would assume that a similar source is being used now. But, you know, we don't have no details on the Iger Kushner part of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know Josh was flowing like that, but he does manage Thrive Capital, which is this asset management group that Iger is involved in as like a mentor, which is what a job. I
mean, it's a nice little check. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You show up, you got an office in the corner that you don't go to about once a month, but you got to make your appearance. And you get health benefits, you get dental, you get medical, you straight.
And the boss listens to you. It's incredible.
Easy. What's your nightmare scenario?
Brother, I mean, we'll talk about it, but like the Lakers end up like the Hornets.
Yeah.
And nobody owns them. And the NBA owns them. And then like it's just like now somebody out of the blue buys them and they're the worst owner in sports. One thing about the Buses, I know they love the Lakers. I know that they love this team.
Sure.
Right? Mark Walter loves the Dodgers.
Not enough to spend probably as much as they should have been spending on them.
It's an imperfect love.
Right, though?
They don't have it. They didn't have it like that. They didn't have it like that.
They did not have the bread, man.
They did not have it like that.
They did not have that kind of money.
They don't have it like that.
We saw what Mark Walter did with the Dodgers. So when he comes in, you're like, we know he loves LA. We know he's going to spend money to make this team better.
Lakers fans in my life were acting like, okay, this, like,
here it comes.
We've been fighting with one hand tied behind our back. Like Godzilla is about to be on the loose once like money gets into this franchise.
Top tier practice facility, top tier workout facility.
Front office, you spent Andrew Friedman coming down, giving us the help.
That was another aspect of the Walter, Lakers, Dodgers whole thing. Yes, smart to bring it up. Andrew Friedman, other members of the Dodger front office, highly successful, incredible at their jobs.
Yeah.
They start bringing them in to kind of consult with the Lakers on some of this stuff. So like obviously they're going to go away from the Lakers with as this stuff happens. Like there's so much like you read his little spiel from when he bought the team.
Yes.
I think it's worth reading his little statement after.
Yeah.
Again, after he officially owned the team for less than 10 months.
Yeah.
Owning the Los Angeles Lakers has been one of the great honors of my life. An extraordinary investment.
I mean, he did make $2 billion on his investment.
Yes.
Traded Walker Kessler for 4 firsts. What? I'm gonna do that. Hey, I'm gonna bounce.
You guys,
you're not. Hey, listen, Walker Kessler looked good 3 years ago.
Wait,
Whenever he was last.
I'm not saying I don't like Walker Kessler.
Yeah,
Walker Kessler, I need you to hoop, please. I'm begging you. But you don't do that unless you believe you're gonna be there for the long haul.
Right.
Right. And
you
so
guys needed more vanilla on the roster, though. You can't win in the league these days unless you're stocked with white guys. Everybody knows that.
You have to understand, like, the league has gone one way.
Yeah,
one thing about the Lakers, we're gonna go
the ultimate zag.
Yeah,
the ultimate zag.
Yeah.
Who needs more whites? You know what I'm saying? Who needs more chocolate when you can add some vanilla? You know what I mean? Moving different.
An extraordinary investment.
Sure.
But what I will carry with me is the community, the fans, and a city that treats this team as family.
Oh,
Great.
man.
What a statement. Wow, what a guy. What a guy. That doesn't sound like a guy under federal investigation at all.
The first thing after the M- is an extraordinary investment is great because it is just true.
I mean, he made $2 billion in 10 months.
But it also is like, I hate the world.
I mean,
I hate this world that we live in, that little a positive exists.
I can't imagine you would want to do that.
No, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to sell. Come on.
Nobody want. Why would you sell the Lakers?
He doesn't want to sell.
He was saying it was going to be like that. His granddaughters were going to be the owners of the team. There's no way he wanted to.
He is guilty.
He's wearing Lakers quarter zips and yellow Lakers shoes on the sidelines. Like he wasn't trying. Yeah.
Now here's the thing.
What happened to your guy?
Listen,
what's going on?
It's over.
It certainly does appear that he was doing the thing that they are investigating him for. My question is, and listen, first of all, I believe that when you get up into that altitude,
yes,
it's all pirates and like vultures up
and
there.
Thieves, yeah.
And that's all that lives up there.
Plus so much smoke.
Yes.
So many mirrors.
So the question to me is like, why target him? And listen, I'm not saying that this is a scheme to get the Kushners one of the legitimately prized assets in sport. Like if you had to put together the top 10 most iconic sports brands in the world, like is it top 5?
I mean, you got to think like in America.
You're not going to give us an honest answer.
Well, no. I'll do what I can. It's the Lakers, Cowboys, and Yankees.
Yeah.
Right, and then you add international soccer. You could like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man U, but it's top 10
totally
for sure.
Yeah,
right,
for sure.
Here's the thing that I will say, and the Kushner stuff is tough. This team is a part of me. It's part of my bones. It's part of my DNA. I don't have kids yet, but I can't wait to sit there with my baby and my child and watch a Laker game with them in the Laker onesie. Like, that's the thing that's going to connect me to my children forever. When I die, I want the Lakers to win another championship and my kids to go, man, Dad would have loved this.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Now, I'll tell you one thing right now for certain. If I am watching a Laker game and I see Trump in any near the building, that's going to be tough. I can't sit here and tell you right now that that's going to be the end of the line, but it's going to be as close as I get.
You can ask someone what that's like.
It was tough. Adam was there in the box. Seemed like he was having a great time. I will say, yucking it up. It was.
But seriously, how did you feel though? Like in the moment, were you like, can you come back from this? You're in the finals too. That's tough.
I will say
they
that
won it. They came back.
Believe it or not, you do. Listen. It's like that Jalen Brunson quote where you allow yourself to think of the worst thing that could happen. But at the end of the day, I did feel like we're in a good position. We're going to come back from this. This isn't just going to throw the whole finals mission into disaster. But like, it felt bad. I'm not gonna lie, it felt bad. They had to. The street scenes in front of the Garden were just incredible, and then they had to put these huge gates up everywhere, and it took like 2 hours to get anywhere near the building, and the whole thing was just a mess. Let's talk about the good Kushner part of it. So obviously, like, listen, he's not Jared bamboozling a whole island away from its people, right? He's not doing that. But people may be familiar with a recent Gianni Infantino-led scheme to sell shares in FIFA to private capital in order to, among other things, increase Gianni Infantino's pay package to at NFL commissioner levels. Mm-hmm. Who was helping him do that from the investor side? Josh Kushner.
Oh, it's over.
Josh Kushner so he's not like stealing Albanian Island. He's cut up FIFA in a way that makes people so angry that entire regions are like, we're not going to the World Cup ever again until this guy's out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I think is, you look at it and you go, I don't love that.
Yeah, maybe not unassailable taste in who he's surrounding himself with.
So, and then, less than 2 weeks after the deal died, the Lakers deal was announced. So it's been a crazy back-to-back for Josh.
Shooting a lot of shots, man. He's getting those things up, man.
He's also involved in Anduril as an investor, which is they make drones, which I guess are important for the military, but owned by Palmer Luckey, CEO Palmer Luckey, who not the best guy. I'll just say that. He was important to the development of VR. And I believe sold the Meta VR system to Facebook. But, there's some things. And certainly the FIFA one, because it intersects with sports, is the one where you're like, ooh.
I'm cooked. That's what I'm realizing right now. I'm cooked. It's over.
What have you, we should probably talk about the other side of the sale, the buses.
Oh yeah, this is great.
We haven't even gotten to this yet.
Let's get to the buses because, listen, there are several shows about the Lakers that are currently on streaming platforms, including Winning Time. Yeah. And I gotta say, it's this Succession take on the buses that this is a hit.
All I'm saying is, Margot Robbie, get ready to win your Emmy and or Oscar. This is the moment.
Because it needs to happen.
Because Jeanie Buss is acting currently like Kendall Roy after he just got shut out in the boardroom.
Yeah.
Being like, no, we could do this. I can't be. So, a couple days ago, Jeanie Buss, after the word of this sale went out, and word that her siblings
word goes from her siblings to Shams at ESPN.
Jim, Johnny, Janie, Joe, and Jesse.
Yes.
They said, you know what? Our 17.8% stake in the Lakers, let's cash all the way out. We enjoyed selling to Mark Walter and the upgrade and lifestyle that gave us, but it's a lot of agita with Jeanie firing us all the time and being mad at us and being mean to us and telling Jesse he never should have been born, according to Baxter Holmes and ESPN.
Yeah.
And so we want out. We want out totally, and we're going to sell. Jeanie, through her lawyer, Adam Streisand, not related to Barbara, fired back, saying,
I did look. Did you look?
I did look.
I absolutely. The first thing I got to that name in the story, and I was like, well, I got to see.
You got to double check.
I got to see if that's Babs' progeny or not.
said that the siblings were engaging in a years-long pattern of leaking false, defamatory, pernicious information to Shams Charania, and that
that's funny.
They can't do this because she is. And again, echoes of Kendall Roy saying, like, I'm the eldest boy. They can't do this because she is her father's chosen successor and the controlling shareholder of this.
There was a court order that came down in 2017 that allowed her to be able to sort of stay on as the controlling bus.
Now,
and it is Streisand's contention and Jeannie's contention that this court order means that the other siblings, like, they did something that they are legally not able to do.
Exactly.
Now the siblings' position, and I'm not a lawyer, but this is my read on it. The siblings' position would appear to be that clause was specifically to keep interfamily coups from dethroning Jeanie from her position as the controlling shareholder with regards to the governorship. It said nothing with regards to the family cashing out. They can cash out if they want.
Because they're shares in a weird way. And this, correct me here.
Yeah.
Their shares in a weird way are tied specifically to the team being owned by Mark Walters. And it's the siblings feeling that because of some quote unquote tag along provision that's in the paperwork somewhere, they say that enables them, because Walter is a part of this sale, they get to tag along.
Yes.
Right.
That's
exactly correct.
Okay.
So, I mean, listen, Jeanie, it's over. It's over, babe.
It's tough.
It's been sold twice.
It's tough. I'm really glad you mentioned it, because at some point in some form or fashion, Jeanie has either fired her siblings or explicitly told them to kick rocks.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And so
told her half sibling Jesse that he should never have been born.
All right, bet. Jesse's like, oh, you watch film? Bet I got you. I'm cashing out. It's done. We're out of here. You're not even the fake owner no more. You got zero cachet. That's tough. I love my siblings. I would never do that to them, but
no.
Of a couple Billy?
Can I read Streisand's letters to email rather?
Yes, it's great.
It's
gentle persons. It starts this is the start of it. Gentle persons. As you know, this afternoon, Shams Charania of ESPN falsely reported that the 6 Buss siblings voted to sell the 17.8 ownership stake in the Lakers to Josh Kushner and Bob Iger, and that my client, Jeanie Buss, is, air quotes, out as controlling owner. This is just the latest instance of a years-long pattern whereby Joey and Jesse Buss leak false, defamatory, and pernicious information, air quotes, to Mr. Charania for the malicious purpose of doing harm to the Los Angeles Lakers so long as Dr. Buss's chosen successor, Jeanie Buss, carries out her father's wishes.
Hey, man, you know what that sound like to me, man? That sound like Rhaenyra talking to Viserys. It sound like she...
I have the blood of old Valyria in my veins.
Oh, I don't watch this show. And I'm missing out.
I'm sorry, man, but she up there on the stage, got the crown on. She's like, I'm the prince that was promised, man. That's exactly what that sounds
Your feelings on this.
This is the worst part.
Okay.
Like Mark Walter going to prison, selling to the Kushners, all that stuff. But the Busses have been a staple for the Lakers since 1979. And after Dr. Buss died, like, it's tough. You have like the beef with Jim and Jeanie, and you're already like, man, after that, because that was a whole like knockdown,
the
fight.
Horseman Jim.
That's brutal.
That was very tough.
But Jeanie comes, gets Braun. I mean, the Magic stuff was a little weird, but you win the chip in 2020.
Sure.
We're like, hey, that's good. The last couple of years with the Pelinka stuff has not been great, but at the end of the day, one thing stays above everything is that the Busses, they love this city, they love this team. And so see that family crumble in front of your eyes, even with all the stuff that they've been through the last couple of years, but to see it like out like this in front of everybody, it's tough to see.
Do you have any strong feelings on the Jesse Joey part? Because the previous Baxter Holmes reporting, Jesse and Joey are the youngest ones. They are the half siblings. They are Dr. Buss's kids with a different mom from Joey and Jeanie.
And Janie.
And Jeanie.
Yeah.
And they were...
There's a Jeanie and a Janie. If you're not familiar with the Busses, there's a Jeanie and a Janie.
Yes.
Janie's like the LaToya?
She always goes with Jeanie. It's Jeanie, Jimmy, Johnny, Janie, Joey, Jesse. Okay? And so, because it's a family trust, Joey and Jesse being the youngest would have ended up in control of the team. And it does seem like the original impetus for Jeanie agreeing to the first Walter sale was because she had always been against selling, was because she didn't want them, people that she thinks should never have been born, at least 50% of them.
Tough.
She didn't want them ever to control it, even after she should pass away. It seems like that's what it was. That said, as Yaron Weitzman and others have pointed out, it does seem like she bet on the wrong guy. It was a solid bet, it looked like on paper anyway, until this investigation has come to light. But she was hoping that this would allow her to remain as governor in control. Will that remain the case? Bob Iger has said, oh, yeah. we're going to continue with that relationship. But he also said, I believe in the California Post, but if we need to make a change, we'll make a change.
Yeah.
So
no.
It
was like, if things change, they'll change.
Yes.
Or whatever. Yeah, very...
Do you think Jeanie even gets free tickets after this?
Will she take them, though? That's the thing. So, you mentioned Joey and Jesse. That one is, like, tough particularly because they were on the scouting team for the Lakers for a long time. And when you had, like,
they were finding all your
Josh
second-rounders,
Hart, all those guys, Jordan Clarkson, your guys.
Josh Hart and Jordan Clarkson.
Well, didn't they have a hand in Reeves, too? Didn't they kind of find Reeves?
Yeah, Reeves, Zubac, like all those guys.
That's a track record.
When the Lakers would have that second-round pick, they would buy into the second round and be like, man, we got another one, Jesse and Joey cooked. And so when they got let go, you're like, oh, man, hopefully everything's good. This seems like, hey, maybe Mark Walters just clearing house.
Was that always sort of the word out of the Lakers front office with those sorts of things? Was it, the two brothers, they know ball, they're cooking? Or was it, we have a great scouting department and we let them be on it, but we're the ones that are doing all the, like...
I think it would have to be the latter because clearly we were all like, at least the fans, us on Laker Twitter, whatever, were like, Jesse and Joey, man, every time we get a pick, man, we trust it. Like, you had to take Lonzo too overall, whatever. But those end of the first round, second round guys, Thomas Bryant is like an NBA player, you know? Like, it's things like that where you like really believe in them. So when Mark Walter gets brought on and they get let go, you're just thinking, oh man, he's making a call. He came in like, sorry, had to be your brothers and stuff. But what it seemed like to me is Mark Walter did cut him, but Jeanie was like, tough. That's crazy. Man. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's one. And two, again, this is all bad as a Laker fan. You hate to see this. However, the one silver lining.
Okay.
If Jeanie out the building, that means Mark Rambis is out.
Linda
and Kurt Rambis are out the building.
Linda.
Hey, we win some, man. I'm leaving here with some. I'm leaving here with some.
Kurt Rambis, owner, I believe, he's perhaps been dethroned, but for a time was the owner of the lowest win percentage of a NBA head coach in NBA history.
Making a lot of decisions behind the scenes. It's tough.
That's one of those things when you first start following the league, there's a point where you realize that Linda Rambis is having like a major effect on the decisions that the Los Angeles Lakers are making. And you are sort of like, it opens up another chamber in your brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, gentle persons, let's go across town.
Can I ask him one question?
Please. Yeah.
Are you at all concerned if the Iger and Kushner sale does in fact go through and it's all good to go? Are you going to be pumped up about general manager Chris Paul? Are you going to be, are you hoping that he's just going to be like sort of more of a like president of basketball ops and he's not dealing directly with.
He may come in. He really may come in.
He for sure will. They're best friends.
There's no way the call's
Iger and Chris Paul are best friends. Chris Paul showed up to Iger's office the day Iger was to like retire and, have his final day. Like they are boys.
So here's the thing, right? Can I accept like an actual like GM, PBO office? No. But what I can do is like, special advisor.
Right, an Allen Houston type role. Yeah.
It's just
Michael Finley.
They're sitting next to each other in the box or on the court, whatever. But there's no like, he's not buzzing into the building. Like, if Chris Paul has to do,
he's buzzing into the building for sure. If he's there multiple times a week.
If there's a Laker press conference and I have to see like Chris Paul up there
it's gonna
with JJ Redick, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind.
Redick loves him. Well, they're boys. I'm telling you, if this sale goes through, it's happening. And I love you, but it's gonna happen.
That's the other level of this that I'm excited to see this conspiracy theory develop, and I will promote it. The Clippers are taking over the Lakers now. It's a Clippers invasion. They're colonizing the Lakers.
Are they colonizing?
Bob Iger has come in. Chris Paul has come in.
Would you say it's an invasion or is it like a subterfuge, right? You put Bob Iger in charge, double agent. Now the Lakers, you go like, hey man, Luka, it was cool. Man, you guys lost in the second round. That's crazy. Here we're gonna flip you for 2 seconds. we're gonna send you to New York, we're gonna send you across town or something, I'm just waiting.
Well, let's talk about across town. Recent reports appear to suggest the NBA's aspiration decision, long gestating aspiration decision.
Something like that.
It's been going for a long time. Long gestating aspiration decision appears imminent. ESPN reported a few days ago that the NBA has found no evidence showing LA Clippers owner Steve Ballmer funneled money through team sponsors to pay Kawhi Leonard in order to circumvent the salary cap, according to three people with knowledge of discussions between the two sides, according to ESPN. Instead, the NBA is focused on whether the team's introduction of Leonard to team sponsors constitutes a violation of the league's rules prohibiting salary cap circumvent. I need somebody to unpack what this, because it appears that they've taken the same sentence, reversed the clauses,
right,
and then put that out. Let me read it again, because okay. The NBA has found no evidence showing LA Clippers owner Steve Ballmer funneled money through team sponsors to pay Kawhi Leonard in order to circumvent. Instead, the NBA is focused on whether the introduction of Leonard to team sponsors constitutes a violation. Okay, so it's not the movement of the money, it's the meeting itself, according to ESPN. That said, the league has now come out and said, this from league spokesman Mike Bass, quote, ESPN's article regarding the LA Clippers investigation, for which the NBA declined to cooperate, contains numerous and significant inaccuracies. The results in this matter will be made clear once the investigation is concluded, whenever sometime that happens.
This initial report was a 3-byline report from ESPN. Ramona Shelburne, Baxter Holmes, and Don Van Natta Jr.
Don Van Natta, just to come in with that big hitting
not often
journalism.
Not often in basketball, but like as investigative journalists go, is the man. And
Deflategate, et cetera.
Yes. So yeah, it is. You don't often hear the NBA reporting like so explicitly, especially when it's one of their television partners.
Yeah,
right?
Very interesting. Let me give you the timeline real quick. 2019, December 2019, after I would say, contentious free agency tour, the NBA launches an investigation into Dennis Robertson, aka Uncle Dennis,
right? Yes,
for various asks that he allegedly made of teams, including part ownership of a team, private play in a house, guaranteed off-court endorsement money.
Uncle Dennis is Kawhi's uncle.
Now here is to me the crux of the whole thing with regards to the NBA. No violation was found. Let's continue. 2020, NBA opens a separate probe of the Clippers and consultant Jerry West over Leonard's 2019 recruitment. Nothing found. 2025, Pablo Torre reports Leonard's $28 million aspiration deal was a no-show job. Yeah. We certainly never saw a picture of him planting trees.
No, we didn't.
Not even like not even on
Arbor Day. Hold a tree, stand next to a tree or something.
Yeah.
If he would have planted one tree.
Take a picture of one sapling. That's it.
This is why I believe that he didn't know anything about this. This is an Uncle Dennis.
You think this is direct to deposit? The bank accounts, the checking accounts already so high, we're not even really noticing
what's check clear every time.
I think Kawhi is. I think Kawhi is just about like Ball and his like old Chevy Blazer or whatever truck that is that he loves.
I agree.
And I think it is Uncle Dennis who is out here being creative with the stuff. I don't think he actually knew about it.
Uncle Dennis, during Kawhi's initial free agency post Raptors, he was alleged to have asked for ownership stakes in different teams, all sorts of wild
Toronto
stuff.
Star's Bruce Arthur reported in September 2025 that, yes, indeed, that was asked, including an ownership stake in the Maple Leafs.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Everything.
Austin Matthews is great.
Everything you read about Uncle Dennis he is the prototype for the dude in your life who is like, what's the worst I can say? They just say no. Who cares? You just asked for it.
I mean, listen, I'd want him representing me.
Absolutely.
And the NBA has been investigating. Pablo has also been releasing, various episodes with other evidence, including Kawhi's relationship with Daktronics, the company that makes all the scoreboards, not just the Clipper scoreboard. They make all the scoreboards in the NBA. And for me, this all comes down to this. Uncle Dennis apparently asked for wild shit. Then the Clippers signed him. The NBA investigated and said, there's nothing actually wrong here. So to me, if the NBA was to say, we have found that the Clippers circumvented the salary cap. Why? By doing the stuff that you said was okay when you investigated Uncle Dennis 5 years ago, 6 years ago. This is why I always felt that this was going to be, the NBA can't come down on Ballmer in a significant way because they themselves rubber stamped this. Yeah. And I will add, before I turn the floor over to you, Karl-Anthony Towns' extension is coming up. There's never... Hold on. Karl-Anthony Towns' extension is looming. There's never been a better time.
They're already doing it with Jalen. They know.
There's never been a better time to understand.
You're telling a guy holding a fish how to fish, baby. They know. They know what's what.
That the safety's off. Jomi, your thoughts?
So the NBA had a statement. Right after, and they were talking about how the results of this they're not conclusive. Like we're not
done.
We're not done.
Yeah.
Right. Here's my thought process, and I think fellas, like, walk with me here.
Sure.
I would love to.
They're guilty.
Yeah, I mean, I am convinced.
Right.
Yeah.
And the problem is, who do you punish?
Right.
The end of the first National Treasure. The FBI agent, Harvey Keitel's talking to Nicolas Cage.
Great performance.
Someone's got to go to prison, Ben.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Who you got?
Somebody's got to go to jail. Is it Ballmer or is it Kawhi? Now, the problem is Ballmer's not going to take that at all.
No.
They're talking about negotiating the punishment for the investigation, which is not how anything is supposed to work.
And if I'm Steve Ballmer, I'm like, I'm not taking any punishment.
The problem is Ballmer has the equivalent of like the GDP of France to throw at this problem. And the NBA, quite simply, I think, has decided that we can't get in a legal war with this guy who could just crush us.
Who is deciding that I'm not taking any flack from this.
Yes.
I mean, I think the figure is that Ballmer by himself has more money than the rest of the owners combined.
Yes.
Right. And so there's nothing that they can do. On the NBA PA side, like, not as rich, but all right, then let's go to court. Let's make this nasty. Let's make this in the public eye. If you're Adam Silver, you want this to go away quietly.
Yes.
You want this to go away quickly.
Like everything, he wants to go.
If there was nothing wrong with what they did, you would just say that. You'd be 5 o'clock on a Friday. You'd hit send to Shams. They did nothing wrong. Kiki Vandeweghe put out that statement, and it would be done. That's it. We'd get on here, we'd be like, I can't believe they did that. But if nothing truly was wrong, that's what had been done. Because we've been doing this for like 14 months now, almost 2 years.
Yeah, it's been 14 years.
It's a long time.
And so for me, I think Adam Silver is a rock. We give him a lot of flack.
We do.
Podcast. But he is between a rock and a hard place because you are going against two people you really don't want to go against.
What's the fig leaf punishment you think that they're gonna? Because they'll come out with something, right? They'll be like, here's some bullshitty fine and a parking ticket and.
You think they take away a first?
No, 3 seconds or something.
You take away a second, you can't let them buy seconds, and here's like a $3 fine that for Steve Ballmer is basically a $3 fine.
And you got to plant 10 trees.
trees. And Steve Ballmer,
they did fine Ballmer, right? Wasn't there already a fine?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, sorry.
I don't believe that's the case. No.
Got it. Never mind.
I mean, the thing is, he wants to walk on this badly. And again, with all the money, with all the fight, my thing is if you're the NBA and Steve Ballmer, this can't go to court. Once Discovery gets involved in that, now the government's subpoenaing phones. Now everybody's in trouble. This is really just, again, Adam, put your nuts on the table, man. You're the commissioner, dog.
Yeah, you're the commissioner.
Lay down the law. Hey, you're not gonna let this slide. Steve, you my guy. Appreciate the bands. You gotta eat some. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You gotta eat this.
I will say that there's been some especially from people who've been covering the league or following the league from the Stern era. There's been a little bit of rose-colored glasses with regards to Stern. Stern was dealing with a older generation of owner that had been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
And he's got that famous quote from one of the lockouts, the early 2000s lockout, I believe, where he said, listen, I know where the bodies were buried. He knew all the dirt on all these guys. And so he could play outside the lines with regards to these owners by being like, listen, maybe I can't come down on you, but I can make your life fucking miserable in ABC ways. I don't think Adam has that in his arsenal. There's a lot of new money in here. Teams have been turning over at a pretty rapid clip lately. Yeah. Celtics, now the Lakers twice in a year. And these groups are vastly rich. And so I just think he's in a tough spot, even if he did want to put his nuts on the table. That said, I would love it if you'd see him with a little bit more hardball than he's been doing.
Take first round picks, $3 billion fine. You're banned, Kawhi banned for a year. Steve Ballmer, you're banned for 10 years. Don't come back. You can't do that.
Can't you ban? What if you banned Steve? How about this? Steve Ballmer, you can't come to the arena for 2 years.
Oh, that's going to kill Steve. You kidding me? Who's going to jack off in the front row? You can't do that.
I mean, that's what they did.
A good question. Well, let's think about it. Who's he going to jack off?
I mean, Iger is gone now.
Right.
That's true. Billy Crystal
doesn't come that much.
But he doesn't really sit by the... Not anymore.
Not his old age.
So Frankie Muniz maybe.
Harry's not meeting Sally anymore. No?
I don't think so.
So they will come up with something. I think the NBA will come up with something because it's just too crazy a look to be like, I don't know, there's nothing.
I have a question.
Especially once the Daktronics stuff, once there becomes more than one.
Yeah.
That's once it starts. It's like, well, did they swindle you too, Steve?
I think the balance is, how do you come down on them to at least take some of the heat off, but don't come down on them so hard that the rest of the teams who are also doing this bullshit get nervous.
That's why I'm saying you got to thread a line. I think there is a way. I think you got to leave Kawhi alone. You got to let the owners deal with it. And
everybody's doing stuff.
You got to do a little slap on the wrist, like, but you do have to put a internal memo, like, hey guys, Steve got away with this one time, but y'all start doing this, I'm gonna have to start killing y'all. I'm sorry.
I mean, listen.
I'm sure the rich and powerful will love that.
I'm sure. I have a question for you guys.
Yes, please.
Because of all this hubbub, people are like questioning the validity of Pablo's reporting, which I think was silly, right? Like, how do you guys?
You think them questioning the reporting is silly, not the reporting is silly?
No. Yeah, because the report comes in that the NBA is not, like, the NBA has said that the commissioner had it wrong, and people are taking victory laps, like he's been wasting his time.
Well,
this has been silly.
I think that's stupid.
I will say that I think
Pablo's
that there's
done good work.
Right.
I think that there is a strand. Listen, I thought that the Rhode Island soccer team was much ado about nothing. That said, everything else was pretty damning to me.
Yeah.
And I think, you tell me if I'm wrong, Jomi, I think that there is a certain strand of Pablo criticism with regards to this story that is like, hey man, why are you fucking with Kawhi's money like this? Like, come on.
Yeah. Generally, the people that have criticisms for Pablo about this sort of stuff, all they sound like to me are just like billionaire bootlickers. Like, where it's like that to me,
it seems like bots.
Well,
to me, that's what it, for the most part. I'm with you on the Rhode Island thing. That was kind of like, so this guy's wearing a jersey in the stands. Okay. But like
everything else seemed, to put a finer point on it, I think that there is a strand of criticism that is like, Kawhi Leonard works for his money. Yes, Uncle Dennis did some big ass, but so what? Who doesn't do that? Sure. But as soon as Kawhi Leonard coming up from the Southern California area, Palmdale?
No, that's
Long Beach. Sorry, that's Paul George. Coming out of Long Beach gets a lot of money. Now all of a sudden we're investigating and we've got to come down on Kawhi Leonard for asking what anybody else in business would ask for. I think that there is a strand of criticism that is that.
Sure.
I don't necessarily subscribe to it, but I understand the thought. To them, it's like, hey, put all the blame on Ballmer, leave Kawhi out of it for just asking for money.
I mean, that's fine though, right?
Yeah,
nobody's complaining about that. I think the bigger thing for me, and maybe this is like a wider conversation about just like how we cover sports and how we talk about sports. Like, remember ESPN? What was it with Bob Lee?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Outside the
ESPN
Lines.
Outside the Lines.
Incredible.
Man,
Formative.
Brother, I'm not even like,
He
I
might-
wasn't even tight like that, but Outside the Lines was real cinema. Bob Lee would get into this stuff.
Bob Lee would get into it.
Man, like, we used to have investigative journalism in sports. We don't have that anymore. It's all sensationalized. It's all for clicks. Adam Silver is called this a highlight league, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, Adam Silver, we love you, man. You know, hey, you doing your
I think
thing.
he's doing a great job.
He's doing an amazing job. He's doing great. But legitimately, like, we don't have this type of journalism specifically in sports anymore.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's willing to do this and put his neck out there, regardless of what happens in the investigation, should be commended, because this is real work.
Hey,
This
man,
is real
with
effort.
you.
Commended. I mean, he got the pulley. He's not going to give it back.
Yeah.
You know
They
that
can't
dude?
come- It's not like Reggie Heisman. They're not going to come and say,
He got the pulley. It's on the shelf. That's not going away now. Let's go to the Doomscroll.
Bill Gates' daughter's been up to some stuff. All right.
right out the gate. All right.
All right. Phoebe's the subject of a Bloomberg investigation about alleged cookie stuffing, Joan. She and Sophia Kiani are the co-founders of Fia. This is an AI shopping comparison app that they...
Think Expedia or Priceline, but for shopping.
Yes.
Like honey.
Yeah, it's like you compare prices and then buy.
Okay.
Bloomberg reports that the company's browser extension and iOS app claimed affiliate marketing commissions on retail sales it did not generate. Supposedly, the founders knew about this for at least 7 months before it goes public, which contradicts the company's initial statement whenever they were asked about this, that said they only learned about the problem in the last 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how it works, right? You go on an app and you click on a item and the price that you want. The app delivers a cookie saying this consumer bought through us and you pay us our commission, right, for that. What Fia was doing was dropping cookies for a bunch of shit and claiming sales that weren't. For instance, when a user checked out, it would drop its cookies saying they bought through.
Yeah.
When it wasn't necessarily the case. When the pop-up came up and you clicked the pop-up off, it dropped the cookie. And Fia apparently talked about this on Slack. I mean, Phoebe Gates.
Yeah.
Ms. Gates talked about this on Slack, essentially saying that, there was some outlet that was running light and they had a valuation coming up, a stock valuation. And so she said on Slack, hey, make sure all those cookies are dropping, something to that effect. And certainly that seems like foreknowledge of this particular scheme. And then as soon as the valuation came in, some $185 million valuation, they turned it all off and have since not been answering questions regarding the cookie stuffing scheme. My
first and really only thought, it goes back to one Stringer Bell. Is you taking notes on a criminal conspiracy? In the Slack? You can't, not even in the text.
You can't do it in the Slack.
Come on, the Slack, even an email makes it sound like, all right, man, how many people have been caught up in the emails? In the Slack, she should know better, is all I'm saying.
Gates said that the company should capture every transaction, basically saying that asking if the automatic cookie drop was live.
They cited an 11-fold revenue growth.
It's pretty good.
I mean, that's good cheating if you can get it. But then again, you can't be in Slack talking about, man, we're doing the illegal stuff. Here's the illegal stuff. Check out the illegal stuff. That's bad business.
That's right. Ask Bill how to do it. Bill would do it differently.
Yeah.
He wouldn't put it. He would put it in emails to his pal Jeffrey Epstein. He would not put it in Slack. What's next?
And Jeffrey Epstein would type back, yes, YSE.
Yeah.
All right. White House counters cyber attacks, John. The White House announced a program last week that could allow some U.S. businesses to hack government-selected foreign cyber criminals. Obviously, this work has traditionally been done by government agencies. This is a presidential memorandum which doesn't fully explain how it would allow a private business to take the lead on work like spying.
Well,
but U.S. anti-hacking laws broadly bar people and businesses from hacking digital infrastructure, with some exceptions for law enforcement. This presidential memo does not change those laws. But obviously it's presenting like this dramatic departure from the way that like the private sector currently behaves.
This is pretty fun. Other nation states do this. They ally with like organized crime groups that do hacking in particular. Russia, China, North Korea, a lot of countries do this. And this is like, I guess this is like a fishing license for like hacking.
Yes,
like if you're
like
hey man, I'd like to hack. I'd like to hack a foreign enemy of the United States. Like, how do I apply?
This sounds like fun. Something you can get your buddies together.
Right.
Get
your buddies together, LAN party, come Friday night, man. Let's hack some foreign agencies, man.
Absolutely.
Let's see what we can get on, like, the French or something. Like, what is Britain doing right now? Like,
I think the fun thing about this is the liability concerns.
Oh my God.
This appears to open up a new lane for offensive cyber operations that puts all the liability on the private person and the group doing it.
I sound like you. Wait, we got say you get a call like, that was him. Yeah. He over there. You got him.
That was Jomi Incorporated.
Yeah. Go get him. What us?
Oh,
where do I get my license? What's next?
All right. There's been some wild updates in this trial over the killing of a 2017 Maltese journalist.
Oh, this is a very
Maltese journalist got killed in 2017.
Good New Yorker article about this.
Daphne Caruana Galizia was an and I'm sure that's wrong. I do apologize because it looks beautiful on the page, and I'm sure I made it sound not. She was an anti-corruption reporter and activist who was assassinated with a car bomb. 5 men have previously pled guilty to this, but the main dude that's accused is this guy named Jorgen Finnick.
Yeah.
All right. He's a Maltese businessman, this casino magnate. He's on trial right now for allegedly ordering the hit. Secret audio recordings captured on a device hidden in a sock. Basically, explain the mechanics of the assassination plot. The stuff gets captured, these recordings, by a middleman named Melvin Thuma, who took them on his own. When he's arrested in 2019, he's carrying these tapes in an ice cream box. Okay? He's granted a pardon in exchange for the evidence. They show the connections to the Maltese government. In one of these tapes, Finnick describes telling the then chief of staff to Prime Minister Joseph Muscat about the murder. The chief of staff's response, he told me that he wanted her burnt not just once, but 100 times.
Oh my God.
The recordings also capture Finnick naming the former chief of staff and a deputy police commissioner as his sources for the information about the investigation. On tape, Finnick says he was briefed on details from a cabinet-level meeting on one of the suspects. That same meeting was attended by the prime minister.
There's a 2020 piece in the New Yorker, A Murder in Malta, that discusses this case. And she was investigating financial misdealings and corruption on the island of Malta, which is like a famously corrupt island, and including
great Popeye set there, though.
Yes, Popeye was set there. Yeah. One of the most famous bombs in movie history.
Altman's got a whole
I heard
Maltese
Popeye's
village.
There's a falcon, right?
What's that?
There's a falcon?
A falcon?
A Maltese falcon?
Oh, no, there is a falcon. Yes. You're right. Was investigating misdealings into a variety of concerns, including like on-island infrastructure, the gas, the various banks, water, etc. And then was, killed with a car bomb after various things had happened before that, including like physical attacks and
So I have a question.
Yeah.
If I wanted to disappear somebody,
oh God,
why would I use a car bomb? That seems like that seems traceable, right? Or obvious.
I think the idea was that shooting is so aggressive.
Sure.
The car bomb, it feels like classic mafia. You could
sends a message.
Sends a message. It could it have been the mafia? Could it have been this? Like it
muddies the water.
Muddies the waters a little bit.
Interesting. It just feels a little hokey to me. Like we laugh about Russia and Putin, but falling out the window, classic.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Well, it's just gravity.
Right? Like
gravity
what are you
don't
do?
leave no fingerprints.
Exactly.
What's next?
All right. There's now evidence for 2 origins of life,
I
Jomi.
love this one.
So buckle up. International team led by biologists at Heinrich Heine University in Dusseldorf has reported new info about how life may have first emerged on Earth. These findings were first reported in Science Advances. They shed light on the chemical reaction network that was used by the earliest cells to produce the basic ingredients of life, as well as the energy sources that powered those reactions.
Wow.
They've found evidence that free living cells may have originated independently twice.
It's crazy stuff, folks.
Wow.
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
It's dates back like 4 billion years.
So there are potentially 2 starting points.
Yes, 2 roots of life.
Man.
And the researchers proposed that metal catalysts present in hydrothermal vent environments handled some of this work. So you may have read previously that semi-recent discoveries of life existing at the bottom of the ocean near these vents, life that uses a different sort of energy generation, has suggested to scientists that life on other planets is absolutely possible without sunlight, without access to other energy sources. And this seems to confirm that did indeed happen on this planet.
But the odds of 2 happening on this planet,
that's pretty cool.
It's insane, right?
Yes.
I have a prediction and I have a take. In our lifetimes, we will discover life on a planet in this solar system.
In this solar
like
system.
Bacteria, something like on vents under a moon, under an icy moon, or something like that. Yes.
Somewhere in Ganymede or in Europa or something.
Or even like in the soils of Mars, we will discover that is the case. I predict that now.
That would be very rad to me.
It'd be pretty crazy, right? What's next?
Sick. They really, really went super hard at you in ancient Rome if you committed tax fraud. This is something that we just figured out. These are according to new findings from the European Research Council's Stone Masters project. Some local dignitary around 480 CE committed tax fraud, and they killed the guy.
Wow. Those roads don't build themselves. Rome didn't build itself.
That was, here's the thing. No, the Romans did have a kind of proto stock market. You could invest in, say, a trader's going off to Gaul or whatever to get grapes and wine. So you could invest in that.
It's
your stock.
Jeff's going to get the good grapes.
Yeah. So there, really it was taxes were that was the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, the Roman Emperor Julius Nepos was just formally recognized as Zeno, was just not about this sort of thing, and really just wanted to let it be known through inscription for anybody that could read.
Yes.
Don't do this shit. How do you even get caught, by the way, back then?
That's what, crazy.
Yeah, that's what, because the paper trail's got to be pretty non-existent, right?
No paper, stone trail.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
This is, and have we really changed though? Right? The IRS won't kill you. But if you don't want no problems with no government agency, it's the IRS.
Yes.
Sure. So
yeah,
we're kind of the same. It's nothing's really changed. It won't kill you.
Yeah.
But you wish you were dead.
Yeah, it was. So this whole discovery was announced in a statement from the University of Warsaw earlier this month. They found stone fragments with inscriptions, like you said, JC, in 2024, which they initially attributed to a funeral verse commemorating a person of status. They look at it a little closer, though. They discovered the fragments were the missing parts of a previous text detailing a legal decision issued in 480 CE due to decades-long tax evasion in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey.
It's also decades, too, so he was
years.
Stealing all types of money from them.
Dude, you've been doing this for how long?
Oh, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Not all cases of tax fraud involve death, apparently. The 6th century emperor Justinian authorized torture or amputation for similar offenses, but stopped short of capital punishment. So,
Justinian, the Great,
yeah,
he built the Hagia Sophia, the church that still stands in Turkey, and was the guy who brought Christianity to the Eastern Roman Empire.
Got you.
Avoiding taxes might cost
Big
you
guy.
an arm and a leg.
Big guy in history.
Big gay.
Big guy. Big sports fan.
Do we want to do the last one?
Yeah,
about
let's
GTA?
do the GTA because I think this is
You'll like this.
This is a troubling indicator.
This is a very troubling indicator, but you're gonna like it. Soldiers at a Georgia Combat Engineer Unit can get official time off to play Grand Theft Auto 6 when it drops this fall.
If it drops this fall.
If it drops this fall. They can only do that, though, if they first sign up for more years of service.
Oh!
Commander of the 9th Brigade Engineer Battalion at Fort Stewart, Georgia, announced in a memo this incentive. Okay, it started circulating on social media, which is how we saw it, but it's been confirmed by Army officials. Soldiers in that unit who reenlist between August 1st and November 14th, 2026 will get a special 4-day pass.
I mean,
that is, quote, specifically designated to coincide with the highly anticipated release of the video game Grand Theft Auto 6. This is shit the Army's been doing, not anything this like kind of explicit, but there's been a lot of, sort of strange incentives for signing up lately.
Oh my
They've been
God.
tying retention checks to yearly fitness tests, and they're having warrant officers bid against one another for higher bonuses and stuff. It's things are getting
now I will say that the Pentagon has said that they are hitting their recruiting goals lately, but this would seem to suggest that that's not the case.
I think they know something, and they're like, "Hey, we need all bodies.
Hey, we need everybody."
Years. That's insane.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I like GTA. It's a great game, man. Really excited for it. We haven't seen one since 2013. Will I give up 2 years of my life to the U.S. government
for 4 days?
No.
Hey, maybe nothing will happen during that enlistment period.
Probably not. Probably
it might
not,
be that
though.
nothing happens. You never know.
That's an insane gambit. Hey, for you get paid GTA for 4 days.
Couldn't you also just play it if you don't sign up as much as you want?
When you can play it when you're not in the Army.
Imagine you had like 2 weeks left, and they were like, "Hey man, we let you play GTA for 4 days. You got to sign 2 years up." Be like, now why in God's name would I do that? I got the rest of my future ahead of me. This is insane. It's over.
It feels that way.
It's over.
Jomi,
Is there any video game that you would
Oh,
that
good
would have
question.
made you? Because it would have to be a game where it's like it's the next version of that game, so you're anticipating the newest version of it, right?
I took off. I did call in sick for Halo 3 and for Black Ops 2.
Oh yeah.
Man.
But it's been a while since I was like locked in that much.
I will tell you something right now. If they promised me, if I knew for a fact that I was going to get the story of Spider-Man 1 with the gameplay of Spider-Man 2
Oh, interesting.
into one game, and you said, Jomi,
We're talking Spider-Man 1 on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, on PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
You give me, that's the perfect game, but I got to give up 2 years of my life. Would I do it? I would think about it. Any other game, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'll figure it out. That one, it'll take me a couple minutes to be like, I can't do it, but I would, though.
The first time that they put rushing attack on Madden, if I had been able to get a hold of a demo and realize like I was going to be able to do like rushing attack just all
the
day
time, yeah.
and listens to today's hottest tunes at the same time, I probably don't sign up. Probably not.
Probably not, but you have to
But-
really you call somebody at the minimum, be like, hey
Yeah.
man, look, this offer came through, brother. Do I do it? They're probably like, you can't do it. And you're like, dang, but he thought about it though.
Thought
Yeah.
about it.
Thought about it.
Jomi, thank you so much for joining us.
I was so glad to be here again. Real life TP, this is really great. It's really funny you guys brought up cookies and we didn't talk about my cookie story. I'm really glad that you guys restrained yourselves. I'm really happy for you guys. For those of you who don't know, there is just give me some latitude here. On the Midnight Boys, there's a thing. I told the story. I should have done this. This is my fault.
Yeah.
But I was trying to be open and vulnerable with my friends. Now they turned it against me.
Yeah.
In college, I moved into this dorm, and then it's like this microwave thing that was also an oven, but I didn't know how to work it.
Yeah, yeah.
And at the other dorms, they had traditional ovens. And so, I'm away from my parents. I'm like, I've had a stressful week. I want to bake cookies.
Yeah.
Don't know how to bake cookies in my apartment. So my roommate had this girl who they were not together at the time, right? They were together in high school, but they had broken up before college. And so she lived in the other dorm. So I'm like, okay, can I bake cookies at your place? I'll come over after I'm done with my shift at the thing. I come through. She was like, bet. I go to her apartment. I'm making cookies. She's watching Gone Girl in her bed, like on her laptop in her bed. And so I'm like, oh, what's that? Gone Girl? Cool. I could watch Gone Girl. And so we watched Gone Girl in her bed on the computer. Now, I had never told that story for fear of what people would think. Then as soon as I told it to the fellas, now I'm the cookie bandit because I go over, make cookies, and smash my homeboy's girl. Now, no smasher was involved. I want that to be very clear.
What was the scene when you came in? Was the opening credits were rolling, or like where were you?
Well, I remember it was the press conference.
Okay, yeah. So we're deep into the film.
The press conference, right? Where she was first gone missing. He was first talking about it.
Yeah. So like that's like 30 minutes into the film.
Yeah, that's like 30 minutes, but there was still like 2 hours left.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And so I'd come in, I did a thing, and I was like, oh, yeah, let's tap in. She didn't like start it. She was like already doing that.
I can't believe this is the cookies story. I was expecting like the cookies to go up in flames or some shit.
Nah.
I was waiting on some big budget type of stuff, but they're just making fun of you because you were just like, hey, my friend. Let me also say, let me come lay in bed with you and watch Gone Girl. Let me also say,
any shenanigans of that type, people are like, oh, you cheated on your girlfriend when? In like high school? Who fucking cares? That's when you're supposed to do that. That's when you're supposed to do that.
I don't know if you're supposed to.
I don't know if you're supposed to do that.
But like,
I'm not supposed to do that. And I did not smash my college roommate's friend. But I did not tell the story because it does look crazy suspicious.
It does
sound.
I will say that it does. I will say that it does, and I will also say that I don't believe you that you're telling the full story right now. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, I think the pertinent piece of information here, it's not about whether or not there was smashing. It's about whether or not you wanted there to be.
No, but this is like the Pulp Fiction conversation. Like you know what a foot massage means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know what it. Come on, man. Like
right.
Listen, they weren't together.
What size laptop? Size laptop?
I mean, it wasn't that big. It was probably like closer to your size.
Okay, all right. So like some distance. In other words, the viewing angle, you weren't having to be tight together to watch it. Like if it was a 9 or something.
You're not on this.
Like, yeah, right.
We're not on this.
You really get together.
It wasn't like we weren't like crazy. We weren't like cuddling.
That's all I need to hear. There's details that are.
You cuddle with whoever you want to cuddle with.
That's right. And again, like
Jomi,
thank you very much.
Great.
It was great to be here, man. Thank you, guys.